one.
I wish I could do the
one.
Can I do the Denzel Washington
do it
glory tier?
The glory tier.
We should call it the glory tier.
Somebody took a water bottle and just put it up to their eye.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to have a little dropper like boop.
In the glory tier.
Because the Picard trailer, boy, woo, that one hit you hard.
It only hits you guys hard because I haven't seen the shows. So
yeah, but you've seen the movies, and it is literally the next. Like I was telling you before, it's the next installment of the movie.
But I've never seen 7 and 9.
Yes, but that's not the movie. That's not the big. He's never seen.
I knew who she was only because you guys have shown me pictures of her.
Yeah, but he's never seen that show.
I've never seen the show.
We have it, right?
We have all of them.
Yeah, we have everything, but
we literally have all the shows.
Never watched it. The only
I don't know why you're looking like that. You haven't even seen all the Star Trek movies.
The only bit of the show I've seen is the original with
Kirk.
Yeah, with
oh God, TOS.
Yeah, the original series,
dude.
That's the only one I've seen. I haven't
seen
and I've only seen the movies.
Basically, what you should do is
because you took a couple days and just showed me all the movies.
Just go seriously, and I've been doing this for years now. Literally
since
years. Go through and just like watch an episode a day or
a couple episodes a day.
No. Just watch like one. You know, I've been doing this because we've been doing the podcast. Every time I start editing the audio, I actually watch the
every time I come
some episodes and that's how I watched all of Voyager.
Yeah, was
doing that. And just watch like one a day. It's only a short time, and then go to something else. But yeah, for our generation, I would say Next Generation is the show. Picard.
Yeah.
That show.
But then I loved Voyager.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying for our generation, it's Next Generation. Yeah. It's because that Next Generation spans like this much time,
yeah,
and inside of that time you get or what's it called?
Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, Deep Space Nine is in the middle of that, and Voyager starts in there, and then Voyager keeps going. But the time that you're talking about, it's the time of oh God, I can't remember these names. It's the time of Picard. Picard's time starts at a certain point, the death of Kirk, spoilers, and then all the way to now.
Right.
Because Voyager comes and goes, Deep Space Nine comes and goes inside of that time of the Next Generation.
So was Next Generation the longest one?
No. Next Generation and Deep Space Nine are actually the shows last, I think, the same amount of seasons. People don't realize that Deep Space Nine lasted so long.
I loved that show.
And that was the only show that doesn't have a ship.
Right.
They're not on a ship doing exploration. They're on a space station. Very different idea. And it's the only one that has the black captain who's not captaining anything.
Who's not captaining anything.
Janeway's one of my favorite characters.
And she's the only woman captain that is featured, and then you get Bakula, who I'm now watching in Enterprise, I've never seen before, and I'm now watching it for the first time. It's sad. I'm not so happy with it.
What is it?
Enterprise. Enterprise is
that
the
after
time,
Discovery?
No, Enterprise is in time, like if in a timeline, it's before Kirk. It's before the original series. This is when they're not that far removed from first contact. The beginning of the show, the Vulcans don't even want humans to go out into space. First Contact, the movie. The events of that are not that far in the past for Enterprise.
Do you have them all?
Of course I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never seen Enterprise. I've only watched a few first 3 episodes or so. Discovery is
Way before everything.
long before. Actually, it can't be long before. It's got to be. It's between Enterprise and the original series.
Yeah.
It's because Pike is there, and Pike is the captain of the Enterprise before Kirk. So it is that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, the I don't know. I got no words.
Anyway,
I got nothing. Picard. Ugh. All right. So the only other thing at Comicon that anybody cares about is a few trailers from some films that are coming out. Some of them look interesting, funny, scary, whatever. That's all good. I'm whatever. But the only other thing that I really care about
Marvel
is the Marvel stuff at Comicon. And oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh
There's a
boy.
Black Panther coming?
Oh boy.
Oh no. Let's run down the list, shall we? There's a list. Are you ready for the list? All right. So they announced that March 1st, 2020, Black Widow.
I can't wait to see
on
that.
Disney Plus, which I think is their streaming service. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
TV shows?
fall 2020. I don't
They didn't
know.
say if they were. TV
I don't know
shows
if
or
this is a
movies.
TV show or if this is a film, but it's going to be on Disney Plus. Okay.
So now we have to get a Disney Plus.
See, this is the problem of the Disney
Damn.
Plus. Then
2019 and 2020, the year of subscriptions.
yes, this is definitely because soon we're going to be looking at
That's what I said. In the
what do we do
game
for
chat.
Xbox
Mhm.
and the Nintendo subscription thing, and it's coming. It's get a job. So next after Falcon and Winter Soldier, The Eternals, November 6th, 2020.
What is the Eternals?
Look, man, you're gonna have to look these things up on your own time.
Yeah.
Then Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is coming after The Eternals. Then WandaVision on Disney Plus. WandaVision. And then I think that's WandaVision is spring 2021. After that, we go to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Then after that, Loki on Disney Plus, with that coming spring 2021. Then we get just stick with me now. What If, the animated series, which is going to have all of the acting by the people that you know as those characters, they are going to be doing the voices.
Including Rick James as a Hulk.
No. That was part of the What If series. That's one of the comic books. That's not what they're doing now. Because, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I so want to.
Oh, could you imagine Hulk saying cocaine's a hell of a drug?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Let's see. After the What If animated series on Disney Plus, that's summer 2021. Then we're going to get Thor, Love and Thunder, November 5th, 2021. And for those of you that are not in the know, Thor is Jane. Moving along.
Remember all this stuff about the female Thor?
Jane
that came
is
out?
coming back.
That's Jane.
Jane's coming back.
That's her in the comics.
So,
She becomes Thor
I'm waiting for everybody to start screaming about the female Thor thing.
again.
Like the
The
black,
Ariel?
black mermaid thing. Alright.
Which is weird. 'Cause
After Thor, Love and Thunder, we're going to get... I don't know... Here's the problem. I don't know where Captain Marvel 2, Black Panther 2, where they're going to come in this timeline. Like, they didn't have a date. But they just said in Guardians 3, Fantastic... Well, no. Okay. Captain Marvel 2, Black Panther 2, definitely probably 2021-ish. Okay?
Right.
The big one. Shh! Get out of my list! The big one. Blade. In the MCU.
I'm sorry, say what now?
Blade. That's right. Wesley Pipes. No, I'm
No,
sorry.
it's not.
It's not Wesley Snipes.
It's not Wesley. It's not Wesley Snipes.
Blade is coming to the MCU. It's going to be. But do you know what's interesting? They didn't say if it was going to be a TV or a film.
I hope it's a film.
I don't know.
I want to get invested in another TV show.
I think it would be kind of awesome to have a
that.
TV show.
But they're also going to do a Morbius movie, and he's a vampire. So that's what I thought they were going to do. They were going to have him have his own like movie or whatever, and then that would bring in Blade. But I guess they're doing it the other way around.
We're getting Blade, people.
And I think they're making the Morbius movie. I think it's Jay Leto, who was the Joker in Suicide Squad. He's they said hopefully he'll be in a better movie. Suicide Squad.
Wait a minute.
What?
Harry Garbage. Yeah, he's gonna be Blade.
You have his name in front of you because I can't remember how to say it.
Don't ask me.
No, I can read it, but I can't say it. I can't remember it. Mersh. He was in Luke Cage. He's been.
Just here.
Move your finger. Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
I probably butchered that, but I know exactly who he is. He was in the Driving Miss Daisy remake.
There's a remake of that?
No, that's the movie that beat up Spike Lee. That's the movie that Spike was talking about. He's the guy in that movie. He was also in Luke Cage, and he's in the Battle Angel movie.
I still gotta watch that.
Yeah, he's in all those films. He's great. He's a good actor. I like him a lot. But
I think
he's like a young
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Pipes.
Not Wesley Pipes. That's not. Didn't you say that was a porn star?
I believe so.
Not the same person. Didn't you say that guy was white?
I think so too.
That's all.
But I love the name, man. Wesley Pipes.
I think he's a pretty good Blade.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
he's got like the face for it.
I mean,
to be a vampire.
I think he could be exactly what Blade is.
Yeah.
Like he's one of the few actors that can actually do what Blade does in the acting, the face, the behavior of Blade. He could do that role. There's not a whole lot of people that could kind of mimic or be like what we know in our brains Wesley Snipes created, because he created that character all by himself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And there's a good video that I saw talking about how the Blade movies saved Marvel in the movie world, because before that they weren't successful, and it was Blade that was successful.
Yeah, a lot of the Marvel movies.
Even Ryan Reynolds is in Blade.
Yep, he's in Blade 3.
Okay, but it's him and his way of depicting that character that was like kind of reset everything for Marvel.
I think like before Blade, he had I can't remember the order.
Oh, I don't know what was
like
before Blade.
The
I can't remember.
Hulk, not the Incredible Hulk.
No, Hulk is not before Blade though.
No.
Is it not?
No, hell no.
Is it? What was
No.
Daredevil?
Daredevil?
No.
Was after Blade, I believe.
I'm just trying to think.
And
of
Elektra,
older Marvel movies before.
Daredevil, Elektra.
Oh,
before
Elektra was horrible.
I think
before
those
the
were
first
I
Iron
think
Man
those were
movies.
after the first Blade. I believe.
I just know that I've seen Daredevil, Elektra, Hulk, and all 3 Blade movies. And while the other 2 Blade movies weren't great, they were still better than Elektra and Daredevil.
Yeah,
and
Blade is way better.
That's hot garbage in film
You're hating on
form.
the hot garbage now.
No, it's real bad. Like it's
Wait.
not even funny bad.
You're not looking it up.
I am. It's
Okay.
but it went all the way back to 1944.
That's not right.
Said that the first Marvel movie was.
That's not what we're asking about.
When was Blade?
Karen is terrible at looking up stuff.
I was not.
You are absolutely horrible.
I didn't look up what.
You're not looking up what we're talking about.
I remember the Hulk movie. I remember it was really cool when I was little.
August 1998 was Blade.
Okay.
So then do Elektra or Daredevil. See which one came first.
You know what?
When I was little, I remember watching the Hulk movie, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." But then
Electro was 2005.
See, that's what I'm saying. They came way later.
Daredevil 2003.
Oh, so.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Lead.
But then I went back and like watched clips from the Hulk movie. It's like, wow, that was really bad.
What was it?
Yeah, because he like got, the more angry he got, the bigger he got, and he like the CG wasn't all that great, so his face was really doofy. And yeah, it wasn't a good movie.
No.
It wasn't. It just wasn't.
I think the Incredible Hulk is the one that feels more like the Hulk, like that we know of from the TV show
and comics.
Right, but I don't want to start.
Howard the Duck came out before Blade.
Howard the Duck.
That's pretty good.
In 1986.
It was not a good movie. Do not act like Howard the Duck was a good movie.
And then Blade, and then Blade 2, and then
It was okay.
No. Stop.
It's alright.
No.
Okay, I'll watch it
Look,
again.
Marty McFly's mother should not be
Yeah.
Howard the Duck's love interest.
Well.
No.
That's all I got to say. And she was also in Jaws 3.
The Hulk you're talking about came out in 2003.
Yeah, it's way later. Blade, man. Trying to get you to understand, Blade set the stage for what was to come. And we don't get another black superhero in the MCU until
2004.
Who?
Catwoman.
That's DC.
That's DC.
Why is it in here then?
Oh, that's DC. I don't know what you're looking at, but that's not
Marvel movies.
We're not talking about that. Sorry, Catwoman's not Marvel. Catwoman is DC all the way.
Yeah.
That's Batman. Batman's world.
Okay, that's not a
Sorry.
list. That's just Google.
Thank you for playing. No, we don't get
Snuff
it again.
out your candle.
We don't get it again until Black Panther. Black Panther is the next black superhero that carries his own film. Not a sidekick.
Right.
Lots of sidekicks, but not
Falcon is.
Is
definitely-
Ghost Rider Marvel?
Yes.
Oh God, Marvel. That's
The
so
first
bad.
one wasn't bad. The other
first
one,
right. The first one
the
wasn't
second-
that bad.
the
second and
second
third one was
There's
God.
a third one.
I think so.
No.
There's one with Idris Elba in it, isn't it?
That's the second one.
Oh, then maybe I'm thinking of that one.
I just know that one was just painful to watch.
Oh, there is.
It was no.
See, I
Are
thought
you
there was.
serious?
I thought I watched it.
No. Oh god. I just remember.
Oh, it's real bad.
I just remember the second
It's
one
way bad.
being super confusing, and the
bad.
way that they laid out the story was like, okay, you're not telling. I'm missing something.
Oh, it's bad.
I watched it twice.
Trust me.
And I
They're bad.
still was confused. And when he gets in
The
that stupid
the best Ghost Rider is in
no.
Shield right now,
Shield.
and he's not there anymore.
It says Ghost
He's
Rider
in hell.
updates. Why the sequel will never happen.
So there's 2 or 3.
There's 2. It's because it says, is there one coming out?
Well, see, there's also multiple Ghost Riders because the one that's in Shield, he's not the one on the motorcycle. He has a muscle car, and his head, he has like a skull mask, and they come out the sides and the top like a mohawk.
Got
And I
ya.
think he's younger than the Johnny Cage one.
This one says, so far there has been no confirmation on whether there will be a Ghost Rider 3, but according to star Nicolas Cage, it is a possibility. He just won't be involved.
It's not a possibility.
It's a bad idea.
It's a real bad idea.
But it might be kind of cool to have a Ghost Rider in the
If they
MCU.
if they redid Ghost Rider and made him like a cool,
Like a really
make
good
a
writer.
good movie.
What I don't understand is why can't they take some of these characters, some of these things, kind of like Hawkeye, which Hawkeye is definitely getting his own thing, but it wasn't in this list that I saw on CNET.
But it might be his daughter too.
But the
Oh,
idea of
can't wait for
the
that.
idea of like Hawkeye being kind of like a side character that becomes impactful. Why can't they do that with all these other characters in the MCU? You could have. There is the potential to have like Coulson, to have what's her name with
Quake.
Yeah, Quake. Have those characters from the TV shows just be there and then leave. They don't have to stay forever,
Right.
but they could, in order to weave the worlds together better, instead of just referring to an event, actually weave them in and just let them go about their business. Just like they become a part of an event or something that happens in a film and then just go on. Or the opposite direction. I think in the very first, I want to say in the first, like the pilot episode or first episode of S.H.I.E.L.D., Samuel L. Jackson is there.
Yes, he is.
So they connected that series more than they did anybody else.
Because he's upset that Coulson broke the plane.
Yeah, he's there. So it's like,
and in one of the
which means he knows there's that connection. He knows Coulson's alive.
Right.
Yeah.
And everybody else thinks Coulson is dead.
Right.
And Tony does what he does. One of the reasons is because
he thinks Coulson is dead. Yeah.
So I mean, they could
one episode
kind of do
in
that.
The aftermath of the second Thor. They're in all of the rubble and all this stuff.
Yeah, that's what I am just. They could bring in some of those characters, like Ghostrider, and just let it come in and let it go out. But weaving the stories together, so like the Ghostrider that's not on the motorcycle, that's in the car, who's in S.H.I.E.L.D., let him be in the other ones, and then all of a sudden, now we get a little bit of continuity between.
Aren't there like 3 or 4 Ghost Riders? I know there's
the
one with
the
horse,
Ghost Rider is not.
motorcycle, and
Yeah, but the Ghost Rider is like a tormented soul.
like Spawn.
Yeah.
Because there are multiple spawns too.
Yeah.
He's in hell and he keeps escaping.
Right.
And he gets to inhabit that body for a time.
Right.
So, okay, that means anybody could be
Right.
on their deathbed and the Ghost Rider could come to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So why not bring that in?
Right.
It doesn't have to be Nicolas Cage. It doesn't have to be.
Please don't let it be Nicolas Cage.
Like Spider-Man, and Spider could bite anybody.
Well, in the Spider-Verse, now we've got a whole lot of everybody's.
And a pig, right?
That's right. Got Spider-Pig, man.
Spider-Ham. Yep. Spider-Ham.
Why you gotta be ham, though? Because ham is only part of a pig.
Mm-hmm. There's Hulk Rabbit. There's in his universe, all of the characters are all.
So it's possible Rick James could.
Yeah.
What if?
Yes. Rick James need to be the Hulk, and as soon as he turns into Hulk, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
That's it.
Could you imagine like Hulk with a guitar?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
What else do we have? This is what you were getting at. After 2021, with the MCU, we're looking at another Fantastic Four.
Oh dear God.
A Guardians 3.
Okay.
And Mutants.
Yeah.
Now,
Like
the
X-Men
mutants.
mutants?
See, there's the
That's
problem.
the problem.
That's the problem. When CNET said this thing, they said mutants. They didn't say X-Men or mutants.
So here's the
Because
problem.
Mutants is a show as well.
Right, because you have the New Mutants, which I don't think has come out yet. But you have X-Men, and then mutants are, I think, after the X-Men.
But mutants are
But that's when they're outlawed.
a whole nother.
Because
Whole
the
other
X-Men
side.
were superheroes that just saved people and all that kind
But
of
they
stuff.
were mutants.
And then the government was like, no, you can't be this anymore, and they were outlawed. So
But that's the fight. But that's the fight that's inside of X-Men.
Right, but then after all the X-Men are old or have gotten killed or whatever, then you have all the children, and you see that in Logan. You have all the children
that are mutants.
Right, that are mutants, and then they grow up and have.
But what about the ones that are on the moon? What are they called? Inhumans.
Yeah.
See, they're mutants.
No, but they're different.
No, they're not.
Because they're made. They're not born.
No. They are born with a... Quake is one of them. Quake gets her powers because of what happens with that substance that... Yeah. Okay? That's the
what gives them the powers, even in the...
It's not what gives them the powers. It what allows what's inside to come out.
Have you seen
it unlocks
that
it.
Variant did?
Look, man, stop talking about Variant. I watched the show.
They're good. Yeah, but
I'm not talking about the comic books. I'm talking about the shows. I'm talking about where the MCU is. And right now, Inhumans has already given us that, and S.H.I.E.L.D. has already given us that. They've already put it together. It's just like the what's the blue people in Captain Marvel?
Kree.
They've already they have given us so much stuff in S.H.I.E.L.D. about them that when you get them in Captain Marvel, it's like something's wrong here, something's amiss. What's going on here? You know, so there is that issue. So there you go. There's your MCU update from Comicon 2019.
Okay, Marvel, you need to make a good Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, please.
The first one.
Oh.
With Jessica Alba, that one was okay.
But they didn't build upon it. They didn't.
Right.
They didn't
and then
go
the second
further.
one with the Silver Surfer was weird.
I think the Silver Surfer one was okay because the Silver Surfer had my man as the voice, Lawrence Fishburne. That's the voice of the Silver Surfer.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
That. But that one was weird because you have Human Torch absorbs all of their powers.
Wait, isn't the Human Torch in that movie?
Yes,
Captain America.
Is Captain America before he was Captain America. That is the Human Torch in both of those.
He can reprise his role.
No,
because he can't be Captain America anymore.
No,
oh, that'd be awesome. He'd be like an old Torch.
No,
he could do it.
No, and in the reboot, it's Michael B. Jordan.
Right.
They just
Killmonger.
They just gotta.
Here's the Human Torch.
And the remake was really.
That was weird. That one was weird.
That one
made no sense.
That one was bad because of their suits.
I think it was bad just because they went to... Didn't they go to another planet or something?
They went to a different dimension, and that's what made Doctor Doom and all of this other...
It was like a whole new story, a whole new lore.
Yeah.
That was bad.
And then it ended super abruptly with that fight that was way too easy.
Yeah.
It was
just bad.
That movie was horrible.
Let's just call it bad. So there you go. MCU. My 11th thing on the list, I got nothing.
I got nothing.
It's literally empty.
It's empty. 11 is empty. We've been playing. I've been playing some Mario Party. Been playing Breath of the Wild. But after that, that's it. I know. I'm saying that's all I got.
Oh.
That's all that's on the list.
We can't talk about Stranger Things.
What you got on your list? What you got on the brain?
I have nothing on
You have
the
nothing
list.
on the brain?
On the list.
The list is the brain manifest.
The brain spew.
So you got nothing. Real?
I've been packing and moving situation and so really that's the only thing on my brain. And it's on my brain so much that I'm not sleeping well.
What's on your brain? Packing?
Just logistics and
what logistics we got now? Aren't we pretty much done with logistics? It's gonna happen. Like we're done with the planning of it.
I just have to pay for it, and
why are we not paid?
Because they haven't sent me the invoice. I have to wait for the invoice, and it was supposed to be sent last week, and I still don't have it.
Well, you talk to them tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I mean, we have nothing to really plan now. I mean, outside of finishing the packing and letting them come pick them up.
Last week I had 3 different days where I received information from my new school. I even have the itinerary for the entire first month. I have all kinds of information.
Wait, why do you have information? Aren't you on vacation?
Listen, I'm on vacation. I have information. Every time.
When did you start getting information about next school year?
April.
Do you know that I'm still waiting on information from the school we left?
Oh, it's not gonna happen, sir.
What? I'm still waiting on finding out stuff about my my last year. Why are they sending you stuff in April? Why? Okay, tell me, how does it make you feel that you're getting this information so early?
Honestly, I want to hug somebody.
Or do you want to call it timely?
I want to hug someone. I'm so happy. It makes my heart so happy. It settles my nerves. It gives me an idea of how to start planning. I actually ordered things to decorate my classroom because I have the topics that we're going to be covering throughout the year, so I can plan accordingly prior to getting there and them saying, "Oh, decorate your room." I was so stinking excited and kind of just in awe. I told our friend that's in Poland, and she was like, "Wow."
This is a true statement. Excited.
I've never had, she said, I've never had that in any school in any country, and we've never had that from any school in any country except the U.S.
Well, see, yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm super excited.
It's kind of. Yeah,
I even know
it's so messed up that we are now about to see the tale of two schools.
Yeah, for real. Because this is the first time since Grand Rapids.
Grand Raggedy.
That we won't be working in the same building. Or for the same school.
Yep, I have a feeling that it's going to be a trial, yet another trial. I don't. You guys need to make me famous on the YouTubes or whatever, so I can not have to deal with
Patreon.
I don't think Patreon's going to help us if we only have 10 people that listen to us.
No, but if they donate.
We have to have more than 10 people donate, because they're not going to be
He
donating.
said if 10 people donate, we'll have $10.
Yeah, $5 a month for each person.
Because that's going to have help.
That's $50 a month. I mean, think about it.
I think the lowest Patreon is $1.
Yes, that is the lowest.
So $10 a month.
Yeah.
No, what? Let's know. What else you got for the
I
people?
mean, the problem with Patreon is you have to have some exclusive something.
Exclusive.
Right.
What could we do that's exclusive?
I don't know. That was always my problem because I have a Patreon account and I have it set up. I just don't have the money set up. But I was thinking what is there that I could?
Well, you could do art.
Right, and that's
you could give away. You could do digital art and print them out and send them to people.
Right.
That would be exclusive.
Prints and
yeah.
You can do
You do one a month.
I've linked the Discord.
I could do it with photos.
Yeah, you can do it
because
with
photography.
A-Train. Don't do it. Don't.
Photo.
Please.
A-Train photo.
So that, but yeah, we gotta have some sort of exclusive thing that you're not gonna have any other.
I get that. I get what everybody understands exclusive. You don't have to mansplain exclusive.
I'm not trying to.
Yeah, you're kind of doing it really, really well.
I'm not doing it to you guys. I'm doing it for myself.
You don't understand what you're saying?
No, I just.
You're mansplaining to yourself?
Yeah.
Oh my. All right, what else you got, Karen?
That's it. That's all I have.
Karen is so happy.
This move is weird. I feel very weird about this move because I keep thinking that we need to go to an airport.
Yes, it was really funny.
No airport's involved this
Yesterday, we're packing up Aaron's room, and he's putting the things in the suitcase, and he's like, "Don't we want to stuff these pockets?" And I'm like, "Aaron, we don't have to cram it over full this time." And he's like,
I'm trying to keep sweatshirts and stuff out because it's gonna be cold in the airport. And it's wait a minute, I'm not even getting on a plane.
He's got his sweatshirt and his neck pillow and his
neck pillow.
Well, I might need that for the car drive.
No, you won't. You'll be on the Switch. Shut up.
Yeah.
He's got his neck pillow. He's got his sweatshirt. He's like, "Oh, here are my battery packs, so I can charge those up." And his backpacks are up there, and he's seriously talking about okay, so the airport. And then he looks at me and he was like, "But we're not going to the airport."
I keep thinking that
you killed it.
I didn't.
You killed the ball. You touched the butt.
No, it died and then I touched it.
I keep thinking that the drive is to the airport.
No, it's
that 3-hour drive is going to be to the airport so that we can go somewhere else. That's in my brain. That's what I keep thinking.
I told the moms I went to lunch this week with, they were talking about the move and, are your kids excited? I'm like, no, they hate moving. Nobody really likes moving, right? I said, but this is the first time since first time for Keegan in her life, but first time since Aaron was just a few months old that they aren't getting on a plane to move. And she was like, what? Like it was beyond their comprehension that we've always had to fly to the next location.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were like, oh, they should be excited.
Even inside of China, we still flew.
Well, yeah, because you have to. Because if you're moving along, any kind of distance, you can't take all your stuff on a train.
Right. Yeah.
You took the protective covering off?
Savor the peelies.
All right, what else you guys got? That's it?
That's it?
That's it for the week?
I just have game chat stuff left.
Game chat, we'll do that next. Next.
Yeah, I need to go
Next time on the Traveling Fars.
Next time. Aaron's
we should do it previously on.
Previously?
Yeah.
You say that, but I'm the one that's got to edit all this stuff.
No, but just to give people like a refresher.
They can watch the video right before you.
Well, if you have no playlist, then sure.
Right. They're all going to a playlist now.
Are they?
Each week has its own playlist of episodes.
So I guess you don't need to.
Keep that in mind so that you guys can watch all of our stuff in small bits instead of watching it all in one big thing.
I do have one more thing. I don't like, for certain shows on Netflix, how they release the whole season at once.
I do.
I do.
Because there's one animated show called The Dragon Prince, and I had watched like half of the season and then stopped and watched some other stuff and then came back to it a couple days ago, and it was over so fast, and I'm like, where's the rest of the show?
I don't understand your problem.
So there isn't like a build-up over weeks of
Dude,
time.
you're talking to
Wait,
people who
I
have to wait.
I don't understand. You're saying that you are binge watching the show?
Yeah.
And then complaining that you binge watched it?
No, complaining that there isn't more.
Listen,
Wait, you just want to keep going.
Yes, I finished it so fast.
You binge watch like one show, one season, and now you're complaining that there's no more there. But you watched the whole season.
For some shows, it doesn't. I don't really have that feeling like Stranger Things because the episodes are almost an hour long. So it feels like it goes on for longer.
Listen, you're talking to people who had to wait until next week.
Yeah.
Right, but
last week on our show.
And
that's what I'm
we
saying.
don't want that anymore. Like with Drag Race, when they started...
Handmaid's Tale is every week.
But on Drag Race, they put it on Netflix this season. First time ever where they have done it.
We understand.
And I hated waiting because I would watch the episode. Great, I gotta wait till next week. Okay, that's no big deal. But I could get it online before I could get it on Netflix.
Yeah, but you didn't have to watch it. You could have waited till the end of the season and watched it all.
I'm sorry, say what now?
How is it different?
No.
How is it different?
Because
you're still watching the last show when it comes out.
Because I would have to avoid the entire social media thing for the entire season. No,
Welcome to my life.
And I need to see it like right now. I need to see it.
Oh, see,
that's because you're
talking about you need.
I'm a junkie. I'm a Drag Race junkie.
That's because you have issues.
I mean, I don't have a problem with them dropping like all of Jessica Jones in one day, and I watch it when I can watch it, and I'll get through it when I get through it. I'm okay with that. If I want to sit down and like last night I watched Handmaid's Tale, watching 3-4 episodes at a time. Okay. Sometimes I watch one, sometimes I watch more. Like I'm starting to watch Better Call Saul. It's like you know, just one day I might watch one episode, but the next day I might watch like 3.
Yeah, I guess I don't have the same thing you guys have because I never went through the.
You have to wait.
You're talking about the waiting weekly.
I never.
Yeah, well, that was broadcast TV. You had to wait.
My favorite thing in the world to binge watch is West Wing. because I can watch all 7 seasons.
Yes,
and
but
not
you're watching something you've already seen.
Yeah.
What's the new thing that's out that they drop all at once? Are you binge watching that?
Yes.
What?
The Queer Eye. I binge watch it. Like.
No, are you watching the whole season?
Yeah.
You don't binge watch it more than once.
No, I binge watch the whole season when they come out. Like, I usually watch
the whole thing at once.
The whole thing at once, and I usually watch it in the same day. The only reason I haven't finished this season yet is because Aaron decided he didn't want to start it when Keegan and I did. So yesterday we went back to episode 1 so that he could catch
what does
up.
all this have to... No, that's not how that works. You can get Netflix on every device in our house.
So?
What? Why does his watching have anything to do with
There
you?
are some things that we watch together. Like Keegan and I watched the drag race together. I wouldn't watch an episode without her.
See, I ain't got none of this. I watch everything alone. With my headphones.
Yeah.
But one, it all sounds better in the headphones. But the other side of that is I'm not going to be waiting on anybody. Like, if they drop the whole season, right? Now I got to wait for another person to come. Hell no. The whole point of them dropping the season, I can watch it whenever I want to.
But I enjoy watching it with them.
Well, you watch when they see us then. Put that on the list. Watch that shit today.
It's TV shows, right? It's not.
No, it's just 4 episodes. No, it's just 4 episodes. It's not a movie or a TV show.
Okay.
It's just 4 episodes. But yeah, jump into that. Damn it. I'm sorry. If you're gonna binge watch a thing, binge watch it. But don't be mad at the end of it talking about I wish there was more. I mean, that's not what everybody says at the end of the cliffhanger for the season that ends and there's going to be a next season. Doesn't everybody say that?
Yep.
You want more. But then isn't that their job to make you want more?
Yeah.
The question then becomes, what are you going to do on this podcast to make them want more? Ooh. I had an idea that I might start putting our artwork on the podcast.
Where?
I can put it at the beginning. I can put it at the end.
Just
like our art. Yeah. If we do, like Keegan's always doing different drawings and things, we can put them on there. I'm photographing it literally every day now. Something. Usually the coffee of the day. I like the hashtag no sugar, no cream.
I'm the cream.
No
and
sugar,
the
no
sugar.
cream. Yeah, okay.
You see my cup?
That was funny. If you want to follow the Traveling Farce,
And the sugar.
quiet. You can find us on the YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, iTunes, Spotify, or the Google Podcast at The Traveling Farce. If you like the Instagram or Twitter, Traveling Farce. If you like the email, travelingfarce@gmail.com, and the blog space, thetravelingfarce.blueberry.net. No E's in the blueberry. I think that's it. I think that's all.
You didn't make an outro, did you?
This is the outro. What are you talking about?
No, like a.
No, this is it.
a thing that
You're in it now. Seriously. This is the thing that will be on all the videos.
Oh.
So say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye, people.
Peace! Not kidding. This is the outro. For this set of videos.
Dude.
Roddy. That was funny. If you want to follow the Traveling Farce,
And the sugar.
quiet. You can find us on the YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, iTunes, Spotify, or the Google Podcast at The Traveling Farce. If you like the Instagram or Twitter, Traveling Farrs. If you like the email, travelingfars@gmail.com, and the blog space, thetravelingfars.blueberry.net. No E's in the blueberry. I think that's it. I think that's all.
You didn't make an outro, did you?
This is the outro. What are you talking about?
No, like a.
No, this is it.
Thing that
You're in it now. Seriously. This is the thing that will be on all the videos.
Oh.
So say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye, people.
Peace! Not kidding. This is the outro. For this set of videos.
Dude.
Roddy.